Good evening. The price we pay for meat is skyrocketing, with industry bodies claiming in some stores we're paying as much as double what we should be. Tonight, one butcher is determined to fight back. Sick of seeing farmers and you being ripped off, he's joined forces with one of Australia's biggest fresh food companies to saturate the suburbs. And as David Richardson reports, you're about to pay 75% less for your meat.
It's not pretty, but it is cheap.
The meat wars have begun. Not only are Australians paying some of the highest prices for quality meat in history, but Christmas is just around the corner. The traditional seasonal price hike is on its way.
Well, I think we're about to see the beginning of the big guns coming out for the meat sale prices, and bring it on.
National President of the United Retail Federation, Scott Driscoll, blames the big two supermarket chains for pushing meat prices through the roof.
And when you've got independents standing up to the big bully boys of Australian retail, we will start to see prices come down.
Black Angus Porterhouse, $24.99 a kilo. Anywhere else is $40 a kilo. And the Black Angus rumps, we're just $13.99 a kilo. You won't find it under $25 a kilo anywhere else.
Andrew McDonald is called the Super Butcher. He opened the country's first no-frills meat depot, offering pork, lamb and chicken up to 75% cheaper than anywhere else. Now the Super Butcher has added premium meat to his menu, and he's joined forces with another independent to take on the big players.
Harris Farm have come and approached us, and Harris Farm obviously in Sydney, they've come to us and said, listen, we'd like to increase our meat offerings, and we've struck a deal with them.
Buy one eye fillet, get one free.
It's called Big D's, a partnership between Andrew's Super Butchery and the fruit and vegetable company Harris Farm Markets.
There's been something of a lack of good competition in good quality meat at the right price.
It looks like the Super Butcher's meat depot, and it won't win any prizes in a pretty display competition. This is strictly no frills.
It's all about saving every cost you can that the consumer doesn't need to bear.
What kind of quality meats are you doing?
Top shelf. Absolutely go for top shelf. Meat's a little bit like wine. People used to buy cask wine from Australia, and then it became bottles of Shiraz from the Hunter Valley, for example. And we're doing the same thing with meat.
Bulk sizes, premium quality from all over the country, sourced and aged by Andrew McDonald, then sent out and sold at a discount price. Harris Farm General Manager Tristan Harris. And how much under the average price do you think you're selling?
I reckon on these bulk cuts on average we're around 50% underneath. Something like a Margaret River eye fillet, and you buy one, get one free, and all of a sudden you can be as much as 70% underneath it.
And already Big D's has had an impact on the market. In a comparison with the big supermarkets today, both Woolies and Coles had special meat prices on offer. For Black Angus Porterhouse steak, Harris Farm is doing it for $24.99 a kilo. Coles $28, Woolies just 1 cent cheaper. Lean minced beef, $7.99 at Big D's, $15 at Coles and $11.49 at Woolies. Eye fillet, $35 a kilo at the new store, about the same at Coles and Woolies. While rump steak is $12 at Big D's, on special at Coles for $14 and virtually the same at Woolworths. Big D's chicken breast is selling for $6.99 a kilo, almost $4 cheaper than the big two, while a whole raw size 18 chicken is slightly cheaper at Coles than the others. In lamb, Coles has reduced its leg roasts to $9 a kilo, the same as the new player Big D's, while Woolworths has slashed barbecue lamb chops to just $7.99, cheaper than the other two. So clearly, competition is good for consumers.
What we're targeting is giving the consumer unbelievable value.
We can maintain the difference between us and other retailers, yeah.
That's a guarantee.
Guaranteed.
It's as good as any tax cut. David Richardson reporting there.